so this is part 2 of the medical, and so I just talked about giving the blood portion of it, so getting your blood drawn and things like that. So after you got your blood drawn, you went straight into the waiting room again to meet with the head of the medical floor, I guess. He is the chief, and you respect him. You know that he's important, and so he looks at your medical record and he asks you questions again to make sure that you're not lying and make sure that everything's okay. That'll be your chance to tell him anything and get the answers back. So once he clears you and he checks off on your hearing and things like that, he'll give you back the folder and he says, okay, you're ready to do your full medical body exam. And so you went into the next station, and I know I said height and weight before in the other video, but this is where you'll take your height and weight, and then you'll drink water, and you'll get ready for your pee test. The pee test I thought was going to be really bad, but I had to pee so bad that it was not a problem. It is kind of awkward because the stalls don't have, you have to leave the doors open, and she walks by and makes sure that obviously that you're obeying the pee test rule, and so you have to hold your cup and you have to give it to the guy, you have to prove that it's your pee, and you have to sign off, and then you give it to the lady and she does a drug test and then a pregnancy test, and you'll know right away if you passed all of that or not. And then we go into a different room and we strip down completely and we just wear like a robe. It's really not that bad because all of you guys are doing it, so it's kind of funny if you think about it. So we just had bra and underwear, and for girls, I was told by my recruiter to wear a sports bra, and then I was told by my chief to wear a regular bra. So since my chief told me the regular bra, I went with his intuition, and so I wore a regular bra, but of course you can wear whatever your chief or recruiter tells you. When I went to MEPS, it was a combination of everything. Some girls had sports and some had regular. So honestly, it's up to you, your preference, I guess. Make sure you wear granny panties, no fancy underwear. You will be moving around in them, so make sure that you're appropriate. So all we did in those was we had to do the duck walk, and it's really not that bad. I probably walked 3 steps in the duck walk, and then she said fine. None of the girls had trouble with it. It was fine. The duck walk is not that bad. You can search YouTube videos about the duck walk. It's awkward doing it in bra and underwear, but it's really not that bad. She did a full body check, which really wasn't that bad. We just showed her arms, showed her legs, and then we moved on from there. So it really wasn't bad at all. We had to walk really fast to her. We had to squat down and hold the squat, and then we had to sit down, and then we buckled back onto our feet. Really wasn't that bad. And then after that, you stripped down completely, and you just had the robe on. So that's the only thing you had on. Then you went into a waiting room, and in the waiting room, you waited for your full body exam. And this is private for girls. If you have a girl doctor, you can still ask for a chaperone in the room with you, but with a girl doctor, you felt more comfortable. With a guy doctor, they make you have a female chaperone in there. So, no problem. Either way, you're going to make sure that everything is okay. And so, we went into the room, or I did, personally, and we were in just an exam room, like girls, if you get your physicals done for sports or anything like that, a regular checkup. And all she did was she checked your heart, she looked in your ears, she looked in your eyes with the flashlight, she looked at your throat, looked at your teeth, and then she did a mini breast. She looked around and made sure everything was okay. She felt on your stomach, and then she checked down there. It was just a peek. It was like open, close. you're good. Don't freak out about that part because it's really not that bad at all. It's just a check and then go. I cleared for everything except I had moles on my back and on my thigh, and the moles were larger than normal, I guess, and she made it kind of a big deal, so she wrote it on my record, and that was the only thing that went wrong, I guess, that made me kind of nervous. But after you go to your full medical, she signs off and she gives you your folder, and you go talk again to the chief of the medical floor, and he looked at my folder and he looked at everything, and he said that my moles were not a big deal. They weren't big enough to be that big of an issue, and so signed off on that, and I went straight to the next floor, and so which was job selection and swearing in. And I have a complete other video about that if you want to keep watching. Thank you.